It's a brand new week in Forza Horizon 5, which means it is the end of Series 7 and the spring season, you beautiful, beautiful people. So we are jumping into the festival playlist and we're taking on this week's Forzathon challenges, Old Red. As always, we're grabbing 160 of Forzathon points, 5 points towards our festival playlist. We'll also be checking out this week's Forzathon Shop and all the playlist rewards up for grabs this week. So if you're new, make sure you are subscribed, smash that like button, is always much appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump into Old Red. So we're going to kick off today's video by checking out this week's Forzathon Shop. First car for grabs is the 1971 Meyers Manx 700 Forzathon points, which is a slight rip-off because this car can be picked up for 35,000 credits at the auto show. The Ford Hooligan Mustang 300 Forzathon points, also available at the auto show for 500,000 credits. This week's vanity items, the Nature car horn and the black modern Pubella dress, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. As always, if you've got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Now personally, I'm definitely going to be saving the Forzathon points this week. The Meyers Manx is not worth 700 Forzathon points. Definitely be picking that up from the auto show. It is in this week's Forzathon weekly challenges. It is the car that you need. Definitely save those Forzathon points. The Hooligan Mustang, probably worth 300 Forzathon points, but I'd rather spend the credits and save the points this week. Now for this week's Forzathon challenges Old Red, we are going to be jumping in the 1971 Meyers Manx. 35,000 credits from the auto show, and as you'll see in just a second, it is also available in this week's Forzathon Shop. I do have a tune available for download if you guys wish to use it. 361 horsepower and all-wheel drive. Share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below, or just search my gamertag at Skippy4631. As always, we will be coming back to the festival players at the end of the video and checking out all the rewards up for grabs. But first, we'll jump in and get this week's Forzathon challenges Old Red completed, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Predecessor of all buggies. Own and drive the 1971 Meyers Manx, the car that paved the way for buggies, cars that are built for off-road using the Beetle as a donor chassis. As always with Own and Drive, hop outside any festival site or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and Predecessor of all buggies completed. So after completing Chapter 1, it is on to Chapter 2, Origin Story. Take the 1971 Meyers Manx and win on the Baja California Trail event to recreate the success on Mexico 1000 inaugural event. Now the California Baja Trail is actually part of the Dirt Racing series. I've gone ahead and filtered just to make it a little bit easier to see and find. We're heading on over to the left hand side of the map to Dunas, Blancas, where this race is located. I have made a cheeky blueprint for you guys to use if you wish, called Forzathon Chapter 2. Share code 247358674 or search my game tag Skippy4631. This race is locked to the Meyers Manx. Now, as we do need to win this race, and the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges are not affected by driver tire difficulty, there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going New Racer. As we reach the end of this race, onto the finish line, this car has been a lot of fun on this track. Not normally a car I choose to drive, but that is a cross the line first place. So Chapter 2 done, it is on to Chapter 3, Jumping Buggy. Time for some fun. Earn 3 Kangaroo skills in the 1971 Meyers Manx at the Dunas Blancas region. Now Dunas Blancas was the exact area I was going to suggest to get this challenge completed, and it is located on the left hand side of the map just south of the Baja Horizon outpost. Now to get a Kangaroo skill, you need 2 air skills in fairly quick succession. So using the sand dunes in the Dunas Blancas area, grab some air skills, keep driving around, keep jumping the buggy, and you'll soon get those Kangaroo skills. And with that, that is Jumping Buggy completed. So with Chapter 3 completed, it is on to our 4th and final chapter this week, Buggy beats Bike in Baja. Meyers Manx beat the Ekins and Robinson Baja run record by more than 5 hours.
Earning 2 stars on the Dustbowl speed trap will be a piece of cake. Now the Dustbowl speed trap is located in the Dunas Blancas area just south of the Horizon Baja outpost, and we're looking for that 2-star objective of 100 miles an hour. I would suggest coming in from the north and starting just here on the map. Here we go then, 2 stars from the Dustbowl speed trap. I have set a waypoint on the camera just to give me a bit of a racing line and some braking lines to just give me an idea of where I'm going, but we're just going to cruise our way to the camera. This shouldn't be too difficult for the Meyers Manx as we head towards the camera. Nice and easy, 139 through the camera. That is 2 stars. And that is Chapter 4 completed. Also finishing off this week's Forzathon Challenges Old Red, giving us 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our Spring Hot Season Festival playlist. Speaking of the festival playlist up for grabs this week, let's take a look at the rewards. For 20 points completion, the Ferrari F8 Tributo 2020, brand new car to Forza, brand new car to Forza Horizon 5, and for 40 points, the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. For this week's online trial, Fiesta Siesta Repeat, you'll be grabbing the Bentley 8 litre, 1 Event Lab challenge this week, giving out the Donkervort GTO. Seasonal playground games this week, Airs and Graces, giving out the Fireworks Car Horn. 2 PR stunts this week, both giving out a Super Wheel Spin each, so 2 Super Wheel Spins up for grabs. 3 seasonal championships this week, Baja Mill, giving out the Festival Sombrero clothing item, the Inspiration from Japan, giving out the Toyota 2000 GT, First Come, First Served, giving out the La Cucaracha Car Horn. Challenges this week, 1 photo challenge, Sleeping Giants, photograph any truck near Atlantis de Tula, giving out the Sleepy Emote. Horizon Open Challenge, Small and Agile, giving out the number 34 Volkswagen Beetle. And finally, this week, the Eliminator Battle Royale Challenge, finish 30th or better, giving out I've Got a Bad Feeling About This, giving out the Forza Link chat phrase. But there we go, that's this week's festival playlist and the weekly Forzathon challenges completed. If you've got any questions about the Forzathon challenges or this week's playlist, definitely hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. But definitely do your best to unlock that Ferrari F8 Tributo, a very, very cool car indeed. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. Smash that like button, stay safe, and have an awesome day.